we're on the brink of a nuclear war. We could, because it's very, very, Lebanon could come in, Syria could come in, Egypt already has 350,000 troops staged to come in. They're threatening to. Turkey, Sisi is saying that he's going to come in. And if that happens, Russia will almost certainly come in, and we could easily sleepwalk into World War III. And, the United States, the people who are running our government now, Anthony Blinken, Jake Sullivan, Avril Haines, Victoria Nuland, I don't think any of them have a healthy fear of nuclear war. We also have a diminished armory. And, we're fighting a two-front war, and it's going to be tempting to go to the, to the punchline, to the end game, because, we're not, the Israeli army is not equipped for a very, very big war like it was 10 years ago. They haven't been, they've been doing police actions. They haven't been doing real fighting. And those Arab countries are now very, very well armed. It's not the same countries that they were fighting in, 67 and 73 and all these other, wars. It's a very, very different countries that they're fighting now. So I'm very worried. It literally keeps me up late at night. If I were in the White House, I would be reaching out to President Xi. I would reach out to Putin. I would reach out to these other countries and say, how do we make this not turn into a nuclear confrontation? The Russians have 1,000 more nuclear weapons than we do. They have much better nuclear weapons than we do. They have defensive weapons, which we don't have. They can shoot down our weapons. We have a hard time shooting down theirs. They have a defensive strategy, so they know how to shoot down our stuff. And Russia only has one base around the world. It has one base in Syria. China has 1.5 bases. And also, then you get a complication. If we're fighting this two-front war, it's the perfect time for China to go into Taiwan. And we cannot live without Taiwan. Taiwan makes the microprocessing chips that are necessary for every smart U.S. weapon. Every missile has them. All of our weaponry needs these, TSMC microprocessing chips that are only made in Taiwan. It's like the oil of the past. If China gets a hold of that resource, they will out-weapon us. So, and it's a perfect time for them to go into Taiwan if we're involved in a two-front war. So I have all these scenarios going on in my head and thinking about, if I had that job, what I would be doing. And I don't think I think the people who are in that job now are inept. And that it's really scary.